Hello and welcome back to the studio where we paint away the stress of everyday life. Well, it's been quite a couple of weeks. I've got a lot of damp coming into my studio. There's a little bit of mold growing on my roof. I'm not happy, so I need to do some work on this studio. So yeah, I'm in the middle of trying to do videos. So it's the only place I can paint. And yeah, I do really need to get in here and sort this out. Anyway, without further ado, let's have a look at the palette. So as you could see, I got some colours. I got a little bit of dioxazine purple. You can make any purple if you want, just by using a red and a blue. I quite like this this purple. I got some mid yellow, some mid red, some mid blue. It's a primary blue actually. I got some burnt umber and some white. Any red, yellow, and blue will work, and any burnt umber will work. So without further ado, as I said, I'm thinking as I'm talking to you what I'm going to paint. I'm thinking of a seascape, but I'm not too sure what. And it's a bit difficult with the array of colours I've given myself. So I think I'm going to do more sky than sea. I'm just going to draw myself a quick line like that. There you go. And yeah, so last week I was talking about anxiety and stress and stuff like that. So there we go. I had to re-edit a video last week, unfortunately, because, as I said, I've had a few issues with some rain and one thing and another that's been coming into the studio with the storms that we've had recently. So I'm just getting some burnt umber, a little bit of blue, burnt umber, a little bit of blue, and some white. So look at that. This is going to be a dirty old type of sky that I'm going to put in. This is the sky. Just a little bit of burnt umber, a little bit of white, a little touch of blue. Just getting that in like that. I want us to make it. I want to make it look. I don't quite know. I'm going to get a little bit of purple actually and see if we can mix a bit of purple into that. There we are. We got this warmth now going in, but just a touch of purple is just gonna warm that up like that. I want that sky to look weird. Not conventional. Not a conventional type of sky. Not a conventional type of sky. A little bit of blue now maybe. A little bit of blue. A little bit of blue. Maybe. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use blue. No, I'm not going to use blue today. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a little bit more of this purpley colour. I'm just going to scrub a bit of that in. Just like that. Yeah. Okay, now I've got to be careful because I want to use some yellow and some red. So first of all, what I'm going to do is get a little bit of red. I'm just going to put a bit of red in the sky. Because I've got in mind to put some yellow in. And if I put yellow on top of blue, it's going to turn green, as you're aware. So I thought, well, if I put a bit of red in, I'm doing this as I want a nice dark type of sky there. I want it to look like sunrise, sunset. I like making these type of things up as I go along. That's what I've been doing lately, is just coming out there, and like I said, I was talking a bit about stress and anxiety. I suffer quite a lot with anxiety and stress, and I have actually got a handle on my anxiety now, which is quite good. It's not troubling me as it used to so much. So I'm gonna incorporate a little bit of yellow. It's not troubling me as much now. It's still there. It never goes away, but it can get less and less, and you get the anxiety episodes become less and less, and that's the thing. Just put a little bit of glint of just yellow up there like that. I tell you what this reminds me of. I've been playing some games with my grandchildren on the PS, and I've been playing some Red Dead Redemption and some Grand Theft Auto, and there's been, I'm as an artist, I'm quite mindful of the colours and things, and if you go outside and you've got that eye for to see the sky for what it really is, which is a fantastic thing. Oops, white, I didn't want white. Is a fantastic thing, the old sky, because there's so many fantastic colours that you can get in the sky, but normally we don't even look at the sky. A lot of people that don't paint don't look at the sky. They don't see the sunsets like we do. They don't see the light refractions and the change of colour, and as artists we tend to study colours and things. So you can see it's a wonderful type of sunsetty type of sky coming in. It's a bit more yellow. I'm just going to go bright yellow over there. I've been wanting to paint something like this for quite a while, and I've just realised one of my lights, I've switched one of my lights on. So I hope the camera is picking everything up okay. I've got to put a mind to put a sun in here as well, but for the moment I just want to get, now you can see I'm not using a lot of moisture on my brush. I'm not dipping my brush into a lot of water, because the more water you add to paint, the acrylic paint, the quicker the acrylic paint is going to dry, because it's the way the water evaporates. Water evaporates quite quickly, and I think if you looked closely at that with a microscope or something, maybe you'll see it evaporating. I don't know, but I know for a fact that the more water you put in acrylic paint, the quicker it dries. But you need some flow, and what I've got is a video coming out shortly to show you a mixture of some different things that I use to stop the water or to stop the paint from drying so quick. So that would be interesting. That would be very interesting for you. So keep a click those notification bells. Make sure you've clicked the notification bell. Make sure you've subscribed to the channel, because you're going to miss out on quite a lot of things otherwise. And I'm talking too much, look. I put a bit too much red in there now. Never mind, we'll blend it in. Blend it in. Blendy, blendy, blendy. A little bit more purple there. Let's get a little bit of purple. Now I'm going to get some clouds in. I'm going to just get some plain purple. Some shadowy type of cloud formations in, and as I said before, don't worry about painting clouds, just make shapes. Let the paint brush work for you. There you go. There's a few other floaters in the sky there like that. And just build it up like that. There you go. Just build it up like that. Now I'm going to get some, I think I'm going to get some blue and purple. I'm going to put a nice dark line in, a little bit of moisture. You use a little bit of masking tape or use a rule or something like that. Get this line really nice and sharp. I'm not going to worry too much about it, because this is just an example painting, as I've said. So I want that water to be really dark, but there's a bit of blue in this water. Smallest amount. Let's just put a smallest amount of white in. There we are, just lighten it up just a touch there. We've got to be careful, we've got to put some yellow in there after, but we've got to be careful that we don't turn it green. There we go. So let's get a little bit of, let me wash my brush. I'm going to get a small paintbrush, and I'm making this up as I go along now. And I'm just going to put a little ever so small type of a cloud. It's a sun. Just put a little glint of a sun there, way back, way back. Let's get some red and some of this blue. There we are. This blue and red makes purple, as you know, or you should do. I want a bit of warmth in this sea. The reason I'm putting a bit of red there is because I said again I want to put a little bit of yellow in, and hopefully it won't go too muddy. There we go. I want to get a little bit of yellow there, just a glint, just a little glint. Just a little glint of yellow. Doesn't matter if it's a little bit green, that's fine. Doesn't matter if it's a little bit green. I don't want it bright yellow, that's the thing. So I'm just putting just a little bit of multicolour. Multicoloured. Feather it in like that, and I love painting on cardboard. It's something I never thought I would ever do, actually, would be to paint on cardboard, but I've learned that I get some wonderful results from practicing like this. And on another video this week, I'm going to put out another video this week. Hopefully it's going to be Wednesday. So please, as I said, don't forget to click that notification bell and the subscription bell, and I'll show you some of the work that I've painted outside of this, some of the commissions and some of the paintings I've kept just for my own personal use, because I love painting, and I haven't always got the time to do like hour or 2 hour long lessons on YouTube and things like that. But what I can do is show you some of my work. So I'll be doing that on Wednesday. So please pop along and check that out. The video will be uploaded at the same time, around about 7:30 Greenwich Mean Time. And then we'll get that, and I'll show you some of my work. You might be pleasantly surprised and think, wow, you can paint. Because I surprise myself sometimes. I go, as an artist, and as you know, if you paint, you're never happy with your work. You never are. And if you're a beginner, don't get despondent, because the worst critic you can have is yourself. And we're never satisfied, really. And the only way really that you can enjoy a painting and process when you're beginning and stuff like that is just don't worry about it. Just go to town and you know, get a stick like this. If you've got trouble relaxing or painting loose, get a stick, sellotape that to the stick, and then paint like this. And you can't help but be loose. So if you are struggling in being restrictive with your painting, then there's a little tip for you. Now I could put a beach down there. I could put a bit of sand coming in there, but I'm not going to today. I'm just going to do a body of water today. I think that's going to be nice enough. That's going to be nice enough. Okay, so I'm going to dry that off with the hairdryer, because I want to put a bit of glow in the center of the painting. Now, normally I get something called mist in white. Now, you know exactly what I'm going to do. I say I want to knock something back. But today I'm not going to use mist in white. I'm actually going to do something that I say don't do. And that's use some titanium white. Now, don't forget, this is very, very opaque. And I have got something in there to stop my paint from drying out too quickly. Also, you can have it, you can put something else in there to prevent it from peeling and flaking and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you that on another video. So there we go. Just put a very thin wash of colour. Maybe it's a little bit too thin because I'm talking too much. I want to get a bit more paint to that. There we go. Let's get a little bit more paint. A little bit of tissue paper just to do that. There's never a right way and wrong way of actually doing anything. So if you find a way that works and it works for you, don't let anybody tell you that that's wrong. There we go. I'm trying to get don't let anybody tell you it's wrong. So I'm trying to get this glow in the water, in the sky, and I'm just going to get a little bit of white now. What I'm going to do now is very, very quickly just put a few little highlights just in the water like this. There you go. Just a few little breakers coming in. Just like that. Can you see? Can you see that? And then I'm going to get a just dragging through a few little marks. We're going to do something with these in a second. There we go. So you can see the waves crashing and that. We need to put, how can I put some wave, I want to put some foam patterns in. So I'm going to use a brush like this. And now get another brush, get a bit of purple, a bit of blue, put some shadows. Just in the water like that. There you go. So we've got a little sunset. We've got, I tell you what we could do. I wonder if we could put a, no, I'm not going to. Shall I? Shall I? Shall I? Shan't I? I think I'm going to have a try. Let's get some purple. Let's get this lovely purple and put. I'm going to put a rock or something. Body of land. Just like that. Maybe. There you go. I get a bit of yellow. Little bit of yellow. Maybe a little bit of white. Oops, I don't want a white, I don't want a bright white. I want it just dulled enough just to, maybe just the yellow is better. Maybe just yellow is better. There we go. A little bit of highlight. A little bit of highlight on there. We get a little brush. And then we can put some maybe a little bit of fruit break as just crush it up like that. There you go. There we go. There we go. I'll tell you what I'd like to do now. Tell you what I'd like to do is really dry that off a minute. Oh, I hope it's dry enough. I really do, because otherwise this is going to go into a complete mess. And there's nothing like taking a chance. You've got to take chances sometimes. You really have. So don't forget about the video now that's going to be coming out this coming Wednesday. This is going to be, what day is it today? Oh, I can't remember the date. Because I'm filming this on the weekend, so I can't remember what the date is. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's coming out on Wednesday anyway, so you'll be seeing this Monday, and it's coming out on Wednesday. So don't forget to click onto there as well. So I'm going to get some yellow. Oh, here we go. I want to put a bit of yellow there like that, just to lift a glow in the sky like that. And just put a little bit there. You can see there's a little bit of green, that little tinge of green coming in there now. And that was a happy accident, by the way, but it works. And let's just brighten up this. Sun. I'm just getting that a few little highlights where the sun is just catching there like that. There you go. There's a simple, very effective painting. And what I haven't done in a long time is I actually put my little birds in, just to give it something to. This looks like a big eagle. I think I'm going to take him away. You go in. Bye bye. Okay, let's put another one in now. Thanks for stopping by. There we go, that's better. So there we have a bit of fun. Enjoy the painting process, and I hope that is giving you some sort of inspiration, because I just enjoy coming in here and just I'm making things up, really. So yeah, that's what it's all about. So don't forget now, this coming Wednesday I'll be showing you some of my own personal artwork. That's going to be fantastic. So I'll see you then. Bye.